Hello, my friends. In this video, I'm going to be speaking on the need for us to expand our sense of reality. We come from a very narrow sense of reality, and we want to expand our sense of reality so that our time, our focus, our energy can be used on activities, on thoughts, and on things that grow us as persons. And as long as we're growing and we're progressing, we will find ourselves to be much happier as individuals. A lot of times ex witnesses struggle because all of their focus is based on the disappointment of their former sense of reality. So they're really looking backwards in life and focus on what's behind them, but not moving forward at the same time. They're focused on the disappointment and not focused on what would expand them as human beings. And this is very important. Life will be full of disappointments. Life will be full of things that we find out aren't true as we grow. But we must be willing to use what we learn to propel us forward as we have this disappointment. It opens up something new for us. And we keep moving toward that instead of dwelling and stewing in the disappointment. The first thing we need to understand is what reality really is. What is reality? Reality is simply what we've accepted as truth. I'm going to say that again. Reality is simply what we've accepted as truth, because once we've accepted something as truth, we now live within the context of what we've accepted. We will see what we choose to see. We'll always find things that back up what we have accepted as truth, and we will filter things that challenge it. So if we were born in a Middle Eastern country, we would see through the lenses and the reality of Islam. If we were born in India, we would see and live our life within the context of Hinduism. Our minds are simply programmed to see reality through the lenses that we are fed. And as former Jehovah's Witnesses, those were the lenses that we were given. Now, a lot of people never put on a new lens. They just face the disappointment of what was within the context of what you were taught, but you don't expand. A lot of people don't expand. And they're just focused on the disappointment, and this will not propel your life forward. You'll just feel disappointment over and over and over again. You'll just get triggered over and over and over again if you don't expand and see something bigger. I want you to really be proud of yourself. Why? Really be proud that you had the courage and that you had the consciousness to see what wasn't right. You had a higher consciousness than most of your family. You had a higher consciousness than most of your friends, that you could see through something, and you had the courage to walk away from the only life that you've ever known for most of you. That's courageous. That's a different kind of consciousness. But now that you've done that, you've got to complete the process, which is looking forward to where you're going. Finding what's in you that makes you unique. Being open to the greatness that lives within you and tapping into that so that you can expand and be the person you were really wired to be, that you were created to be, that an organization suppressed within you. Now let's use the example of the Wizard of Oz. Here's Dorothy, Toto, the Scarecrow, the Tin Man, and the Lion. The Tin Man lived with the belief that he did not have a heart, and that the only person that could give him a heart was the Wizard of Oz. And the Scarecrow lived with the belief that he had no brain. He was not intelligent. And the only person that could change that was the Wizard of Oz. And the Lion, the king of the jungle, had no courage. He believed the only way he could get that courage was from the Wizard of Oz. And as long as they believed that, that would be their reality. Remember, whatever you believe to be true is true for you. Your life will always match what you accept as truth. And how many of you still use the word the truth? As long as you do that, you're still living within the context of this reality, even though you don't consciously believe it. Subconsciously, you're still locked in, and that's what's keeping you from moving forward. Now, what happened when they got to the Wizard of Oz and they pulled back the curtain, and here's this little man with a bullhorn and strings, and it's all false. It's all false. If Dorothy and her crew simply wanted to stew in the disappointment, their lives wouldn't have moved forward. If they did not discover that the Tin Man already has a heart, the Scarecrow can think for himself. You're already smart. You have a brain. The Lion, you're already courageous if you choose to be. No one needs to give that to you. If they didn't soak in the real truth, they would continue to just live their life within the same lenses, with a life just based on disappointment, not looking for anything more, just feeling disappointed and living the smallness of a life that's based on disappointment, still not realizing the greatness that was in them. So I'm challenging all of you to start looking within yourself. Now that the curtain has been pulled back, instead of stewing on the disappointment and putting all your energy on the Jehovah's Witnesses and what's false about the Jehovah's Witnesses and what's wrong about the Jehovah's Witnesses, for you to look within yourself to see the greatness that was placed within you. Everyone has special gifts and talents, and that religion suppressed it. So let's not worry about the religion so much anymore and go digging for what's within you, because you all have it. The only thing that makes one person more special than the next person, and there's some truly special people amongst us, some people that look super talented, super gifted. The only difference between a person that appears that way to us and us is the awareness of their gift. Special people are aware of their gift, and they accept their gift, and they embrace their gift, and they use it. They hone it, they polish it, and they present it to the world. And you will never be able to do this if all your energy is based on the Jehovah's Witnesses. All your energy will be based on resentment, getting back at them, exposing them. I'm not saying they don't need to be exposed, but that will take care of itself. Things get exposed when you no longer have any fear of it. You let it fall on its own. Remember, what you push against will always push back. Let it fall on its own. It will. Stop letting it live rent-free in your head. Step into your greatness. You will wake up more people by who you become than what you fight against. Trust me on that. So my friends, there's something special about each and every one of you. Each and every one of you have something different, unique, special. Use your time and attention finding what's within you now that this veil is gone. Now that, it's been lifted, that blind has been lifted off of your eyes. Look within you and see what makes you special. Change your perspective. Expand your sense of reality to see the truth about you. That's the truth you need to find. Open yourself up to new concepts that are outside what you were taught as witnesses. And the only way you do that is to change your focus so you can open up yourselves to empowering paradigms and things that serve you. So my friends, thank you for taking the time to watch this video. I look forward to working with more of you. If you need some help doing this, I can help you do this. We can go a long way. We can empower ourselves to be the best version of ourselves. And that is your obligation as a human being. That is your obligation on earth, is to become the best version of yourself and share that with the world. Thank you for watching.